Up the earth, it lights up my life.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Ash Babes aka Namibian Magic here, and if you haven't yet, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and you know, do the things that need to be done right here on this channel. Yeah guys, I'm back out of retirement. Jokes. But today, by the title, you might see by the title, reviewing Young, Famous and African. Okay, it's a show on Netflix. I think it was called Young, Rich and African last season, but I think they changed the name, which actually this is a better fit, Young, Famous and African, you know, obviously. I think that makes more sense. But anyway, so it's about a group of young Africans from different, obviously, countries from Africa, and they're filming it's a reality TV show. They are filming it obviously in South Africa. We have people from Ghana, we have people from Namibia, we have South Africans, obviously, we have Tanzanians, Ugandans, you know, just the different, you know, different countries, you know, of people just coming together, just like Big Brother, but just outside of a house in confinement. But anyway, so that's just around, you know, a rundown of what really is the premises of, or the premise of the show. But anyway, so with that being said, I do not know where to start first of all with this review, because it's a lot, okay? But we're gonna just do a little summary, because we're not gonna talk about 9 episodes. Literally, that's a lot. And if you don't have Netflix, people share Netflix passwords, steal a account, ask for somebody, your sister, your cousin, your whoever, your boyfriend, to send you a password to watch. Okay. He's obviously from Namibia, and as a Namibian, I'm obviously gonna give him the honor of mentioning him first. We have Louis, we have Kanye Mbao, we have Bonang Matepa, we have Fantana, Fanda, whatever you want to call her. We have Zari, the boss lady. We have Diamond Platinums. You know, all of us know Diamond Platinums, because I mean and we have Antile Dube. We have his 2 baby mamas, Rosette and Siba. And we have, who did I miss? Who am I missing? Whoever! Swanky! The Nigerian. And we have Annie Idibia. She is Nigerian as well. So that's basically the rundown of the people. And yo, why am I mentioning everybody and their mamas? DJ Naked, his girlfriend, and all of that. But we're gonna start at the start. Like I said, it's a review, so we're just gonna do a little quick summary. We're gonna start with the first episode and the that dry party. Whoo, yo, it was a dry party. I thought it was gonna be a braai. It was giving braai and chilling at home in a big house, echoing. It was dry, okay? It was very dry. And that's where we got introduced to Bonang, or at least the cast, I guess. Swanky introduced her as his friend. Nobody paid attention. Nobody paid her mind. I felt so bad for her in the beginning. I was like, why is nobody paying attention to Bonang? You know what I'm saying? Embrace her. Welcome her in the group setting. But it's like, so yeah. So that's basically what it was. The party was dry. It was Diamond's party. It was intro. There's nothing really particular that stood out. It was a dry party. They were there. People were there. They were there. They were there. So the first thing I'm gonna talk about is Annie Dibia and her husband Tubaba. You are my African queen, the girl of my dreams. We all know that song, but anyway, so we're gonna talk about them. And you know, there's a lot of speculation going on that he impregnated other people outside wedlock. And people are very inquisitive. They want to find out, is it true, is it not, because this has been going on. He's just going around spreading the seed. So they really want to find out, is it the truth, and what is any feeling, what is going on, what. And you know what stood out to me was oh, is it N? What is her namuka? What her name is? Timan, we know her as Tubaba's wifey, and the fact that people are inquisitive, and then they had a little dinner with Nadia and Kai and who was at the table, and they already know how inquisitive and how people want to really find out about their relationship and what is really going on. Is it the truth? Is it what? And the fact that he opened the can of worms, he started talking about their relationship and how men are this and men do this and when. So people are like, okay, since you opened the door to talk about your relationship, what is happening there? You know, what is happening? And then now he's getting mad because people are asking, or Nadia is asking him questions, but he started talking about it. I'm like, man, so why did you talk about it if you didn't want to answer the questions? Yo, it's just a lot. I'm like, apparently it's not true, it's not whatty, very much any girl. I don't know what's going on, but yo, someday she might wake up from the sleep. Yo, or maybe they know what's going on, maybe they have an agreement, I don't know. But anyway, so that's them. I'm not gonna drag on with what's going on between their dynamic. It's interesting, okay? Diamond and Fanta, they are having something or whatever. Diamond, anybody he sees with a skirt, he just wants to be within the person's skirts. So Diamond is now wanting Fanta, and Zari, the boss lady, is Diamond's baby mama, but they are not together. Yo. And then Diamond, I don't understand why he wanted Fanta, and Fanta comes to his house basically naked, and Fanta is talking to him, and they are talking, and you know he wants her. So obviously I'm like, but he starts talking about Zari and their relationship. I'm like, and she was a surrogate and what. I'm like, if Zari really wanted a surrogate, I'm like, why would he even have a conversation with this girl that he's trying to obviously have something with about his baby mama? Very childish, very out of pocket. Zari was not supposed to be in your conversation. It's about you and her, whatever, okay? But that was on Diamond. He talked about Zari, and apparently she's obsessed with him, and boring. And then him and Fanta go upstairs, and we all know what that means. She came to his house naked, so obviously yon. That's him and Fanta. Kid. First of all, the boys apparently had they were supposed to have a basketball tournament, basketball practice, exercise, whatever you want to call it, at the basketball court. And come to find out, everybody comes in their workout attire, you know, because they want to play ball, whatever. And Swanky comes with his blanket. I'm like, why is he coming with a blanket? Even though I love a blanket. First of all, one thing about me, I will come anywhere with a blanket if I'm allowed. So I love the blanket though, Swanky. And then come to find out that they were supposed to play basketball, but instead they had a whole setup. People are drinking Hennessy, and it's a picnic at the basketball court. So the basketball court was for aesthetics because nobody played basketball. But anyway, that was very hilarious to me. Nadia, Kanye basically introduced Louis to Nadia and Kai, which was the first person that Louis was introduced to. And Louis is talking how apparently when Nadia was in Namibia and she was doing a video in Namibia, he was the celebrity appearance in her video. And Nadia was like, oh, you an extra. I said you did not call Louis an extra. So basically she categorized him as an extra on her music video because he was saying he was a celebrity appearance. She said he was an extra, blase blase. That was the first time we was introduced to Louis. And then Louis meets with the boys. He's talking about he wants a surrogate. He wants somebody to get him a kid. Somebody eggs. Wati. The boys are laughing. They're like, I'm like, Louis, first of all, you're a handsome boy, handsome guy. You don't need a surrogate. You can get anybody. All the girls are ready to surrogacy for you, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that was what had basically happened. And then Louis was telling Louis was telling Swanky that he had met Bonang, had came to Namibia for Namibian Fashion Week, MTC Fashion Week or something, and Louis, apparently, Louis was the organizer or the founder, the CEO of the Fashion Week. And he was supposed to make reservations for people at a hotel. And he didn't confirm Bonang's reservation. And she didn't get a room. So he was apologetic for that and blah, blah, blah. So basically, he apologized to her back in the day, back years ago. But he was like, okay, if I see Bonang, see her, I'm gonna apologize because I'm very apologetic because I was young, I made a mistake, and Ali goede sê het hy gesê en toe het Swanky teruggegaan en gaan Miba vir Bonang and told Bonang that he was talking about Bonang left Namibia. Louis Munana didn't give her flowers in her room or something, and she apparently left for that. That was so petty. But apparently that's what the message that Swanky conveyed to Bonang. And then Bonang was so clueless about the event. She was like, who? What? I don't know. I don't play about my money. I would have remembered. I don't know about the event. Who are you? You're basically acting clueless about the event that it did actually happen. And she was like, well, if I meet him, she went and zoomed him and looked him up and zoomed in, and she was like, if I see him again, I'ma ask him because I don't play about my money. If it was about my money, I would have been there, but I don't remember. Okay. And fast forward to them, Zari, Bonang, Swanky, and Louis having a dinner or whatever, and Fanda having a dinner, and Bonang was there, Louis was there. They just talking, and then Louis was like, oh, I just wanted to really apologize for what had happened years ago, that I didn't reserve your room and whatever. And she was like, don't annoy me, don't annoy me, girl, be for real, okay? Be for real. But he's coming very apologetic. Kadi is so messy. But I guess that's what makes the show, that makes reality, that makes good TV for us, the viewers. And I feel like the fact that the show missed a lot of marks. First of all, the whole production is in South Africa, right? Most of the cast members are from South Africa. So everybody else is like individual people, like from the different countries, just one solo dolo. And all of the scenes were in restaurants, very I just feel like they could have showed us so many different places, different things, not just some restaurant buildings, and the little setups at the basketball courts with the Hennessy and the and the picnic at the basketball court as the basketball court as the aesthetic, or the soccer when they were playing, the boys were playing soccer again with the soccer field as the aesthetic, and they were also eating and drinking there. I'm like, yo, these people are not serious. And I just feel like they could have done a better job as far as the scenery of where they were shooting. They could have went into, like, the show could have been shot in different African countries, especially with all the people that were there. In Namibia, they could have shot a bit of it in Namibia, a bit of it in Ghana, Nigeria. Just go, since they are saying young, famous, and African. They could have really just, but maybe the budget. Maybe Netflix didn't give them enough budget for that. But anyway, so Swanky and Annie have a beef because Annie was talking mess about him, and he heard, because he overheard on the phone call, and him and her are not good this season. They are going back and forth. It just felt very fabricated and made up beef, honestly. For me personally, it's very I felt like it was obviously already a setup for Luis, okay, because Bonang was ready to get Luis, okay, because apparently he's lying that the event didn't happen. Come to find out, the receipts are there, it did happen. But anyway, so Bonang is already like just kind of waiting to attack Luis, and the fact that, so I don't know how they got, Fantana has the thing with Diamond, and they went upstairs most, and Luis was just kind of giving her advice and saying, you need to focus on your music so people don't know you as a jump off of Diamond Platinum.
Up the earth, you light up my life. The only